Hey there, welcome to my web series. It's episode 6. It's brought to you by patreon.com/Troy Dillinger. Just a few bucks a month. Supports my dream and my vision and helps me to bring this web series to you. So please go and subscribe and enjoy the videos. Hopefully I'm helping make a difference in your life. I'm a little backlogged on getting episodes out. I'm shooting this from my home in Austin. It's so good to be home. It was a great trip. There's episodes coming up that'll be really good. So this is a check-in for basically the last week. I was in Los Angeles before I headed home. I did a little tour on my way home. My last check-in, I had just done a really good set at the Comedy Store, and I was really happy about it. And this week I want to do a 10-month check-in. I kind of want to talk about where I'm at, what I'm achieving, and what that means in terms of you following your dream. When I think back about when I got to Los Angeles in January with a full car, nowhere to live, not really sure exactly what I was going to do. Had never done comedy in Los Angeles. Had the front end of pneumonia. I got to stay with my friends Phil and Jenny Lester for a couple of weeks, and I started hitting open mics. And I was just going to a couple, 2 or 3 a week. My big dream was like to be performing at the Comedy Store. It's the #1 comedy venue in the world, and my dream was to just perform there. My numbers at the beginning of the year, well, there were 0. In January, my numbers were 0 and 0. Here are my numbers: 117 times on stage for a total of 653 minutes. That's just over 5.5 minutes a set. The numbers still going up. I'm getting to do longer sets. That means I'm going up a dozen times a month almost. I've been really getting out there and working hard at it. I had no connections. I didn't know anybody who was out in the open mic scene, save for a few people who had also moved here from Austin. No prospects for getting booked on actual shows, comedy shows. So in that time, I've got to perform at all of the open mics I could. I'm doing shows. I'm getting to go up in the Comedy Store, and I did Saturday night at the Comedy Store. I'm going up 2 or 3 times a month at the Comedy Store. I got to go up once for Potluck, which is the open mic night where 100 plus people sign up for 15 slots on the original room stage. How it works is Monday night is 7 o'clock. There's the open mic, there's 15 comics, and then there's another 25 comics that are Comedy Store employees, door people, special guest slots, friends of the host, that sort of thing. Unexpectedly, this last week, in the friends and family portion, Earl Skakel put me up as part of friends and family. So it's my second time on the original room stage, and I did another great set. I got to follow El Tocho. He's a Comedy Store cook. He's one of the line cooks, honest to God, and he usually comes out with one rubber glove and a hairnet. Very politically incorrect stuff. And the whole time he talks about pussy, and I got to go right after El Tocho. It was a really cool thing of Earl Skakel. I jumped the fence from the open mic into friends and family, and I did a really good set. In 10 months' time, I performed at the Comedy Store. I performed at the Hollywood Improv, in the lab, not the main stage, the Laugh Factory. I've done several shows now at Flappers up in Burbank, most of the open mics around Los Angeles, and I've got a lot of stage time under my belt. So much new material. I've probably got 25 minutes of new material. I've polished and thrown away and restructured another 20 minutes of old material. I can pretty much do an hour-long set with some crowd work in there. Which really kind of leads me to the end of this check-in. I just want to say in 10 months' time that I am doing stuff that was inconceivable. I did a lot of things in a very short period of time that takes a lot of people years to accomplish. And I've accomplished these things in months. and I'm not bragging. I'm grateful for that. You know, there's these two friends in particular that mean a lot to me. One of them is Jimmy Shin, who's producing comedy shows, and the other is Omra Menkes, who also produces comedy shows. And they've both been really good friends to me. They've both really been supportive to me as a comic in real ways, like ways I haven't really experienced before. You know, like one is giving me gigs, like they're putting me on shows where you're supposed to bring people out, and I don't know enough people in LA to be bringing people out. So it's an honor to me to be included on these shows when all I have to bring is a good set. One of the things I haven't allowed myself to do, I haven't had time to do, is crowd work. When you're doing a 3-minute open mic, you don't have time for crowd work. You got 3 minutes, you do material. If you do crowd work, you're kind of saying, I don't have any material. But I'm good at it. I'm really good at it. It's what I do with Austin Variety Show. I do a lot of off-the-cuff, ad-lib stuff. I like people, I like talking to them, and I like messing with them. And Omar said, you know, you should really do more crowd work because you're just so much fun to hang out with. You're just funny. You should do more of that. And I said, you know, the reason I don't is because I have to focus so much on the limited amount of time that I have on stage. Like, I'm really trying to beat my material into shape and really make the most of that. So I don't really get to do that. And she goes, well, tomorrow night you should do more of that. And I was like, well, I really want to get my 7 minutes right. And she goes, look, I'll give you 3 extra minutes to do crowd work. And so do your 7 minutes, but I want to see 3 minutes of crowd work. So I did. I was having so much fun that they waited an extra minute to give me the light, and then I still ran the light. But I did 13 minutes on a supposedly 10-minute set because I was doing well, I was having fun, it was working. And it's really kind of like the best way I could imagine to cap this 10-month check-in. I've hit my stride, and I've got so far to go. But things are going so well for me. So I got to remember this, that if you can dream it, you can do it. You know, if you can dream it, you can see it. If you can see it, you can do it. If you do it, you can achieve it. You can succeed. And that's what I want to share with you, which is hopefully the reason why you're watching this, is because you have dreams of your own. And I want to say that I'm putting in a good, solid, honest effort, and it's difficult. I put a lot of time and effort into it, and I make plenty of mistakes, and it's going well. And sometimes these big things happen, and it's hard to even understand how well it's going. Things are going really well for me. So I'll leave you this week with things going better than I really know how to explain. Saturday night at the Comedy Store, doing a bunch of crowd work and having fun.
We have an awesome comedian coming to the stage. He's the creator of Adult Swim.
Whoa, whoa, yeah, whoa.
Presents. Still cool. I don't know what it is, but and also the Austin Variety Show. This guy's very funny, very talented.
Yeah.
From just Troy Dillinger.
Yeah.
Troy Dillinger.
Yeah, Troy. Woo. Woo, Troy.
Yes.
Troy.
How are we doing, everybody? Come on, wake up. This is the day of the rapture. How we doing? It's rapture time. Are we ready to leave the earthly plane and get 3 items? Go ahead. It's the last fucking day on earth. You guys know about this, right? We're rapturing. Yes, that is very good. You know the day.
Yeah.
You should drive. You should be the one driving home.
I gotta live.
Okay, excellent. Excellent. If they pulled the Lyft driver over and the cop goes, you know what day it is, you're like, September 23rd, bro. So I'm really excited to be here because when they booked me on the show, they said, do you want to do Oprah's show? And I was like, yeah. Yes, I want to be on Oprah's next show. And thanks for having me, Oprah. This is a big day for me. This is honest, and I don't mean to brag. Actually, wait, I'm totally insecure. I do mean to brag. I totally mean to brag. Mel Brooks liked 2 of my Instagram posts today. Yeah. And that's as close as you get to greatness tonight, folks. So I love Mel Brooks. It's like with all the cool people dying, he better not fucking die. He's gonna stay around. Let's see here. I just moved here to Austin, or from Austin, Texas. Anybody? Yes, Austin. Ah, that's right. You know Austin, don't you? Last week I did this Hurricane Harvey benefit at this club over the hill, and we raised tens of dollars. But it was now I don't want to bring everybody down because we got the energy is going up, but you know, if you've seen pictures of the Texas coast, there's like lumber and trash and just furniture and vehicles all over the yards and streets. And then Hurricane Harvey came along. Texas, my Texas. It's, man, I love being in LA. This is a great place. This is a great, I turned 50 this year. How about that? 50
Woo! Yeah!
Dating out here though is kind of fucking weird. It's kind of like being Bruce Willis in The Sixth Sense, where I'm like, can women see me? Do I exist? It's hard. LA. I was a musician for 35 years or so, and I've been all over the world. I got to meet really amazing people. I got to work with people I never even thought I'd meet. And but the women in LA are kind of like the hardest, toughest, meanest women I've ever seen on the entire planet. I went up to this girl at my gym and I said, I just moved here, just came here from Austin, Texas. And she goes, oh, are you here for Pride Week? I was like, ow, don't laugh so hard at that. She's like, I kind of see it. I'm just for the record, I'm straight, okay? Sorry, ladies. I don't know what it is. So I'm going to the gym, right? I do CrossFit.
Yeah.
I don't have a joke for it. I'm just required to say it everywhere I go. I have to say it. But I think I'm doing something wrong because I got a 6-pack ass. Maybe I'm facing the wrong way or something like that. 6 crack. I got 6 crack. I had this horrible, nasty, painful breakup before I left Texas, and I'm not good at breakups. I'm like, how are you? Are you a tough guy in breakups, or do you just come apart like a cheap watch? You know? Everybody's fucking with you. You're like, so far you've been Richard Branson, you've been a Nazi, you've been you have a little bit of a Adam West vibe going. You get Adam West much? You're like Bizarro Adam West with a goatee. Anyways, they need a new mayor in Cohog. Yeah. I'm pathetic in breakups. I am totally fucking pathetic in breakups. And comics say some really horrible shit about women, and I'm not down with that. I don't think it's cool, but my ex is a really fucking terrible person. I mean, like, she's fucking horrible. She goes, I want to break up. And I was like, oh, baby, don't break up. She goes, but I want to see other people. I was like, but you already are. But as pathetic as I am, I got a friend who's like even worse. He'll call me up at like 3 a.m. and he's like, I don't understand women. And all they ever want to do is talk about themselves. And they want me to spend my money on them. And I was like, dude, sounds like you figured them out. I pissed off. Okay, all right. I pissed off half the audience. Oops. And it was the half I wanted to fuck.
Love you, Troy.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll still fuck me? Thank you. That's kind of you. I appreciate it. It's not easy getting laid out here. Are we fucking though? Is everybody? Are we fucking? Are we fucking?
No.
Especially over here. Are we fucking? This is what we want. So nobody's fucking. So I was gonna ask you if you're using condoms. Because you don't have to, you know. You don't have to use condoms. It's not necessary. Anything that you can get with not using condoms, they can fix now. You know, you get a baby, they can fix it. You get STDs, you can fix it. So, it's the rapture. Fucking take them off and get fucking busy. Here's the thing, though. Condoms. I did research just for this joke. Condoms are a 97% effective means of birth control. Did you know this? 97, but Crocs, 100%. Every time, even with the holes in them. And we can finally say now, the man that invented Crocs, the inventor of Crocs, he's worth easily $120,000. Life is precious. As I was thinking about this today, life is really, truly precious. Like, you should live every day like it's your last. You know? You with me? Excellent. Because I heard you, and that's how I knew. Here's how I figured this out. I went to see a friend at a comedy show, and it was packed. And the only place I could stand was all the way in the back by the DJ booth. And so I'm back in the back by the DJ booth, and I'm like trying to look through people to see the stage. I can just barely see. And then this freaky, weird, fucking kind of homeless looking guy comes and just stands right in front of me. Just like back to me, standing in front of me. He smells funny. Then he starts talking really loud to somebody next to him. And so I'm like, I don't want to shit on the homeless. Like, I don't want to be an asshole. But this guy's a bigger asshole than I'm capable of being right now. So I decide, like, I'll just breathe on the back of his neck with my nose. Make him uncomfortable. And he's got this little pink tail that when I breathe, it just wiggles in the wind. And nothing. He's got a stupid hat on, and he's talking loud. He's being annoying. And finally, I can't see. I'm like, fuck it. I will wait out in front of the club, and I push him out of the way, and I walk out to the front of the club. As I'm walking by the stage, the host goes, "Coming up to the stage now, ladies and gentlemen, MMA sensation Mayhem Miller." And I turn around. It's the guy I pushed out of the way. Now, if you don't know who Mayhem Miller is, and clearly I didn't, I looked him up. He's one of the most violent guys in the history of MMA. But he's not doing MMA now because he was too crazy. Now what he does is he beats up cops for trying to stop him from doing drugs. And that's what he does. So live each day like it's your last, because you never know when you're going to push Mayhem Miller out of the way. That's all I'm saying. It's crazy. You've been to Austin. Has anybody else here been to Austin? Austin? Yes, Austin? I knew you. Oscar, they sell a lot of Crocs in Austin. So. I want to know what this story. You guys are together, right? You guys are together. No, you're not. But it's good. You guys should. Can we be friends? Can we trade numbers here? And what do you do for work? Can I ask?
I'm a lighting designer.
Excellent. I can see that. No, seriously, I've been on a lot of stages, and they all look like you, don't they? All lighting designers kind of look like you. They're like smart-looking guys, a little rock and roll feel, and then they're easily offended by comedians. What do you do for work?
I sell Crocs.
Playing along. You see how this is done? He's playing along. He's doing it.
Yeah.
So Austin, we have a lot of kind of shitty lighting in Austin. It's not as nice as here, but Austin is this wonderful liberal oasis in the middle of this horrible Florida-like desert of culture called Texas. And but Austin, like the hippies and the conspiracy theorists, live as one. It's an amazing thing. It's totally amazing. My next door neighbor, God's honest truth, in Austin, Texas, was Alex Jones. Do you know who Alex Jones? The truther. The 9/11 was an inside job. InfoWars, all that stuff. And this guy he's a little intense, right? So I would be going out to my car at night. He was on the other side of the parking lot, usually out there drinking a 40 and leaning against the car, believe it or not. I would go out to my car and I'd hear from across the parking lot, "Hey, what's going on, Dillinger?" And that's a scary thing, because it's going to be a 15-minute conversation where he's going, "Yeah, they're putting shit in the water that's making the frogs turn gay, and they're trying to put chips in all of us, and said, come over here underneath the trees where the helicopters can't see us." And the crazy thing is I'd look up, and there's quiet black helicopters over us. It was kind of interesting. So I think drinking that 40 should have been an inside job, is all I'm saying. So I'll leave you with this. I'm not a big porn guy. I'm not big into porn, although I look like maybe I've been in one or two. But I do believe this. I do believe this every time somebody pays for porn, an anal gets its wangs. All right, thank you very much. I'm Troy Dillinger.
Troy! Yeah!
So there you have it. That's what it looks like when a kid's dream comes true. Support the dream, please. Go to patreon.com/Troy Dillinger and subscribe. It's a few bucks a month. It helps me to make this series, kind of helps me with a few little living expenses, and it helps me to encourage you in your dream, which is what this is all about. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm really fortunate. I'm really lucky. I work really hard, and things are going really well for me, and I'm grateful. And I want to share that with you. You can achieve your dream. You have your dream for the very purpose of being able to achieve it. So please do something and let me encourage you. Tell me how I can encourage you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for caring. Thanks for supporting me. I love you. And I'll see you on the next episode.